Welcome, welcome. It is I, Iron Gon, and I'm here to introduce a new game, Valheim. It just came out into early access February the 2nd. It's quite an interesting game. Open world survival, we've heard a lot of those. 1 to 10 player co-op set in Norse mythology. The art style is very unique, and it has some very interesting features. Now, this was supposed to be a completely blind playthrough, but unfortunately this is actually my second time starting this, as for some reason the recording software decided it just didn't want to work last time. So let's try again. Gonna go into start game, and we're gonna start with a new character named Iron Gon. Darken the skin tone a little bit. Now there are quite a few hair options. I already know what I want to go with. I'm going to go with the long one and the braided 2 with a more reddish blonde hair color. We're going to jump right in. We're going to make a new world. That world's going to be named Amber, after one of my favorite books. So you can just start servers right from here. So if you're looking to play multiplayer, you can just start a server here and jump right in, or join a game. We're going to be playing single player, and this is our seed. It is different from the first time I recorded, so things will be a bit different, and I honestly didn't even get that far, but we're going to jump in right away, and hopefully everything works this time. Oh, we have quite the load times in this. If you're not running on an SSD, it will take a while. But luckily I am running on an SSD, so this shouldn't be too long of a load time here. With any luck, anyway. So I'm going to aim for a little bit of a shorter episode. We're just going to jump in, casually gather some materials, and pick a spot to build as our first episode. That should be roughly 10 to 15 minutes, I'm hoping. Long ago, the All-Father Odin united the worlds. He threw down his foes and cast them into the 10th world, then split the boughs that held the prison to the world tree, and left it to drift unanchored, a place of exile. For centuries, this world slumbered uneasily, but it did not die. As glacial ages passed, kingdoms rose and fell, out of sight of the gods. When Odin heard his enemies were growing once again in strength, he looked to Midgard and sent his Valkyries to scour the battlefields for the greatest of their warriors. Dead to the world, they would be born again in Valheim. And if you're just joining me at the start of this video, this is Valheim, and I'm sorry my recording keeps breaking. I noticed as we went through that loading screen after creating our character that the recording died there. So luckily I quickly started it again, and I think we're on track. But if for some reason we have a problem and there's no recording, or the recording seems just starting in random places, well, I apologize in advance. So here we are, flying over these lightning illuminated trees, and we're coming in for a landing here. You are wet. Well, it is raining. Wow. The weather in this game is wild. Okay. Our friend Hugin here, one of Odin's crow familiars. I am Hugin, sent here to guide you in your travels. The megaliths surrounding you are the sacrificial stones. They represent the Forsaken, which you must slay in order to ascend to Valhalla. And you can see little pictures on these. And you can hang trophies on them from basically killing them, and then I assume we're gonna fight all these guys and set stuff up here. This stone is a Vegvasir. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Vegvasir. These magical stones were scattered throughout the lands by Odin as signposts pointing towards the ritual grounds of the Forsaken. If inspected closer, this one will reveal the summoning place of Ecthir, your first prey. He is a mighty beast, so you need to properly arm yourself before even attempting to defeat him. Oh, he's really close to us. Crazy. Okay. First order of business, I think, is to gather up the old stone and wood. We can punch trees, but it's not really a good idea. It's better to go for the fallen branches and the little trees first until you can make yourself an axe. Now, this game does have physics-based damage, so if a rock or a tree falls on you, it will kill you or damage other things. Alright, where'd that wood go? Did we get it? I'm not sure if we actually got that wood or not. Let's try again. Look at that light reflecting off the water. I was going to say we could build a little lakeside cabin if we wanted to. What's this? Just a whetstone. Well, that makes sense. What is that? Well, that, my friends, is an angry squirrel. No, they're called necks. Okay, that was the last thing I would have expected them to be called. Necktail. Was there more than one? Yeah, there was right here. Look at these little guys. Oh, they're angry. That looks like good eating. So this is cool. What is this, like a little hunting blind? Is there another one around here? I swear I just heard one. Yep. In the water. What are you? Oh, just like a bird. Just a bird. I don't think that neck wants to fight. So the little amphibians, that's cool. Ooh, there we go. Nothing up here. I like it though, it's a little hunting blind. A little watchtower, I guess, maybe? I think a hunting blind is more likely. Okay. Fish. There's fish. I don't think it's practical to hunt them with my bare hands. We're going to keep scouring the beach here. I think building along this water would be nice. It's so nice in the sun. Nice late spring, early summer day on the beach of a river. I guess it's not a beach, the bank of a river. Although, geez, is this a river or a freaking... Holy moly, look at the water. It goes into a lake. Okay. I would be very happy to build anywhere along here. What do we got here? Just some stones. Looks like a couple lean-tos from a long time ago. Well, that's fine. We can make ourselves a stone axe now. Hail warrior. Okay, yeah, what's up? Take stock of your inventory. Most items must be crafted. However, due to your recent departure from Midgard, you will have to recall the true shape of objects. Just pick up things and it'll all come back to you, I'm sure. My lesser brother Munin tells me one can fashion a stone axe out of wood and stone. Well, thank you, I just did that. So that's basically why you don't know how to make things. What is... Oh, it's a boar. I just saw the teeth, the fangs. Oh, too hard. So birch trees are just a no-no, but beech trees are a yes. Got it. And everything in this game does have a skill. Well, most things. Like you can already see we've gained a skill of jump, which influences jump height, damage when unarmed, damage with clubs, damage absorbed, damage with axes, and axe damage when hitting trees. So yes, you can train your jump skill by jumping, and eventually can jump much higher. Oh, that's amazing. Can I climb this? Not really. I do need to be careful here, because if this tree falls the wrong way, it will kill me dead. but that's okay. Oh. Which way are you going? Okay, you're going that way. Okay, this should give us all the wood we're going to need, for sure. I'm going to start building a hammer. Perfect. You're going to land here. Okay. You want to tell us about the hammer? You have crafted a hammer. With this tool you will raise mighty halls and towering fortifications. Not for a while. Start by building a workbench. This in turn will enable you to construct other things. Aighty. Give me all that wood. Boars are freaking out over there. One thing I can say, this game is it's surprisingly intense at the higher graphical settings. My suggestion is to turn shadows down a little bit. Like, I have them on medium right now. I know this is more or less a pointless discussion, but if you put it to high, these forests will butcher your frame rate. Unless you're, rocking the latest, greatest, or playing at a low res that doesn't matter. I'm playing at 1440p, which is quite taxing, even for like the later video cards, if you want to maintain a decent frame rate. But I'm sure at 1080p would be fine. I'm going to read this stone in just a second here. This land is hard and wild, but we who are brought here are harder still. Take comfort, traveler, in the gifts before you, the good wood and stone, the fruits and flowers of the forest. Look also to the wild boar who roam these lands. They fear fire and the hand of man, but they can be taught to obey it. Go quietly to them and let them eat of your stock. Roots of the ground are their pleasure. So I think that's a hint as to how to tame a boar. Don't really know. We're going to find out someday. For now, though, I have my hammer. I am going to build a workbench over here. And then the first order of business is, is to get scared by him every freaking time. The workbench allows you to craft complex items, as well as giving you access to a lot more building pieces to construct with the hammer. Cool. Pardon the noise. I am going to tear this down. Looks a little strange. The build menu, I wish I could pick nothing. Oh, there we go. I can pick nothing. Yeah. Okay. Lots of wood. Hard to see it, but there's lots of wood. Okay, great. Now, in order to build things at the crafting bench, we need a roof over it. So I'm going to actually move it just so I can get a roof built over it. So we're going to do this. Crafting bench here. This is very temporary, and I'll show you why. This is the only thing I've learned so far. First order of business is not actually to build a house or anything. I probably don't need to make it this wide, but I'm going to anyway. We're going to put a roof over it so that it'll let us use it as a workbench and actually craft at it, because it wants it to be indoors. And then we're going to build, whoops, too far. We're going to build a hoe. The hoe is used to level ground, as he is about to tell us. You've crafted a hoe. This tool is used for landscaping. You could say it is the perfect complement to the hammer. Use it to clear the ground and manipulate the terrain. It is easier to create buildings on level ground. Okay. And with that, I'm going to level the ground. Honestly, I'm going to start probably right here. And I will delete this workbench and wall and replace it, but this is what it's going to do. It's going to get rid of the grass, which thank God, because the grass poking through the ground of your construction, that's just a one-way ticket to drive you crazy. And obviously it's also going to level it out so that, there's nothing in the way. So what I'm going to do, I don't want to go any farther than this way. I kind of want to leave the natural coastline as much as I can, but I do want to build back this way. I want a lot of flat ground here. So I am going to work on this and give me, a few minutes to take care of this, and then we will get a second episode up where I actually start construction once I kind of know what I want to do. So, as always, I'm Iron Gun, and you guys take care.